Hey guys, Sammy Benitez here, and today I'm doing a little bit of a different video than normal. Still going to be doing some fishing, but we are doing it off of this dual sport bike here. It's a CRF 250L. It is a Honda, and this is totally new to me, but I got this urge to kind of ride off-road, on-road. So I picked up this bike and I started building this crate, which is still in the works. A lot like a kayak crate. Got these rod holders. Basically some camera gear, a little bit of tackle. I've got a bag, and we're just going to be going to a couple creek intersections near my home just to kind of test this stuff out and also see what the fishing is like in these areas where I usually can't pull over with my truck. So if you're interested in seeing what I'm doing to this, how I did it, let me know and I'll make a little video about it. I've also rigged up my chesty here with a mount for my battery pack, so I can run basically 8 to 10 hours with my chesty going, as long as I have an SD card big enough for it. So that's something else I can show you how I did. Pretty simple. If you have any fishing gear and some elastic band, you can make this happen as well. So I'm not set up for moto vlogging, but let's just get on this thing and start heading to the first spot. Also, if you're curious where I've been the last month or two, I'll leave a timestamp right here and I'll give you a little explanation of what's been going on in my life. All right, we'll see you on the road. Made it to the first spot. Gear is still here. Everything's where I had left it. So far so good. Let's get down there. So first, I've never been here before, so let's see what we're working with. I can already tell that there's a gate right here. So private property, I'm assuming. Don't want you in there. Got some tall grass. The creek is really dirty looking right now. We just had a decent amount of rain. So first I'm just gonna grab my frog. All right, first problem here, we've got a hook embedded on this bungee cord. See, here we go, learning from our engineering. All right, we got that out. Let's take both these rods down here. This is interesting. There's some rails set up so you don't slide. Honestly, never knew that this was here. Somebody's outfitted this with steps. I'm not sure what this is, some kind of vent, overflow, whatever. Ooh, those stairs are slippery. Well, water's dirtier than I anticipated because it just rained. And I wasn't sure about this spot, how much area we would have. I mean, a frog could work. We had a way to wade, then we'd be set. I really want to get it right over there. Just don't have the room. Let's see, we do have this little curly tail grub tied on. We could give this a shot. This creek feeds the Etowah, so we're not too far from the mouth of this creek where it meets with the Etowah. In my experience, when the river is this dirty, the fishing is a lot tougher. If it was just a tiny bit stained, it'd probably be great. This just makes it hard fishing this current and stationary location with so much laydowns and debris on the bottom. You don't want to fish too slow, but if you fish too fast, you're probably going to miss a lot of these fish holding tight to cover. Let me leave it there. See, it got swept up. Oh, there's a fish. Nope, that's the bottom. But yeah, exactly what I just said. All right, we've pretty much exhausted any cast we can make from this one position. So what are we fishing for here? You can find shoal bass or red-eye bass, Coosa bass. I don't know if those are all the same thing. I know Coosa and red-eye are the same. I don't know if shoal bass are part of that family. There's spots, there's some largemouth, and then there's your typical panfish you find here in North Georgia: brim, bluegill, red ear, orange belly. There's crappie in here, I'm sure, catfish. Those are your main species. I guess you could find striper in here at the right time, white bass. But one of the unique things about this section, feeding the Etowah off the Etowah, is definitely the red-eye bass, Coosa bass. I'm just gonna try moving up this bank a little bit, casting around here, just getting an idea of what we have to work with here. Really, I've never been here. Yeah, this is a better angle just for this little stretch. So that's an area we haven't hit yet. All right, we're out of here. This is pretty cool. All right, let's find our next spot here. Somebody paved the way here. It's part of the bank, but this is all super shallow, covered in grass. I mean, unless you're fishing topwater or something very weedless, it's gonna be tough to fish this little section of hickory log. Also, this water is so warm, probably mid 80 degrees right now, that any bass that are here are gonna be definitely in the grass somewhere. That or they're waiting until sunset before they come out. It's just way too hot for them. This too is also super shallow. Froggy type of place. You can see bass busting out there. There's a couple schools of shad. You can see kind of the wake come up to the surface, and then you can see a few blow-ups. Typically that happens a lot on sunset in the summertime. They feed real heavy. As soon as that sun goes down, there's another little wake. Those are all shad, I'm very certain. All right, let's keep moving around. It's pretty cool. I've never ventured these little trails here by the ramp. But there's a decent amount of bank access if you're gonna come on your motorcycle or just a car with no boat. I never knew this little creek was here. So I know this right here is one of the little feeder creeks. There is a little dip that gets a little deeper right over there. Not huge. We've only got 2 rods, so we're gonna keep messing with this little Ned rig tail spinner thing. Here's a little brim. I should have brought one of my micro jigs on one of those ultralights. I don't really want to walk all the way back there. Nope, there's a little bass over there. Oh, there we go. Speak of the devil. All right. So it worked. All right, well, we got a fish. Let's move to the next spot. We're gonna go drive some other part. Get back on the bike. All right, so let's go check out by the dam area, all that rock riprap. Since there's not really a place to park a car, maybe we can get this bike parked right around there. We made it. All right, this time we'll bring the tackle, the Plano box, and a 3rd rod. And there's blow up out there. Yeah, same deal is gonna happen here pretty soon. We're gonna start seeing blow ups all out in open water, main channel. At least of this arm, this stretch. There was a good one. Not a good fish, but a good blow up. I'm gonna try just fishing the old Panther Martin. A problem I see is if I catch a fish on this thing, getting it past these lily pads is gonna be a challenge. Oh, there we go. Yeah, nice little, it's this yellow belly, brim. All right, we're gonna need the pliers. All right. See you later, dude. Oof, he's gone. All right, there's one more spot that's not the reservoir that I wanna try. Never tried to fish. I've only seen it on Google Earth. This place, they clearly don't want you in there. Also, it hasn't been kept up, but you can hear those frogs yapping. So we're taking the frog, and we'll take Panther Martin. Get a big fish lure, little fish lure. Dude, this is some tall grass. But what's the best course of action? All right, we need to add a machete to the to the setup. case we come across something like this. Blackberry bush. That means there's gonna be thorns. This isn't so bad. No snakes yet. This pond looks bassy. Let's just go right here. People have definitely fished this before. I'm not the first. How can there be a pond with no fish? Especially as froggy as it sounds. Alright, if there's fish here, I'm in the wrong spot. That's for sure. But it's getting close to my time to go. Currently only have my learner's permit with that bike, so I'm not supposed to be out past sunset. So let's hit the road. All right, guys, well, I hope this answers the question and answered my question. Does this bike with this little setup function for some bank fishing, from pond hopping to spot hopping? Seems like a viable option. If you don't have a kayak or a boat, but maybe you have a dirt bike or a dual sport, maybe you can rig up one of these baskets, basically a kayak basket, and do some fishing that way. This definitely opens new opportunities, whether you're fishing the reservoir that I often go to. I'm fishing the banks on areas that I've never been able to fish the bank before. Or maybe, not so much in Georgia, almost everything is private, but if you can find some remote streams, rivers, off-road, you can get to them this way. Seems like, I don't know if this is a thing. I'm gonna start looking into it now. If anybody else is into the same thing, please leave a comment down below. Otherwise, I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Peace, guys. Hey, guys. So if you're tuning in, then you must be somewhat interested in what's going on, why I haven't been uploading. And so I just wanted to let you guys know, basically, mostly work-related. Also have a son, which is almost 2 years old now, so he's learning a lot, growing a lot. And so I'm trying to spend more time there with him, the family. But work has been crazy. 2020 was a year of COVID-19, and year of 2021 is proving to be the year of the shortage. Almost every industry, it seems, is having some kind of shortage this year. And it's no different at my job. So basically, we're not getting product, and when we are, we're trying to cram 1 to 2 weeks worth of work within 2 to 3 days. So it's just the real grind there, and stressful situation, trying to get stuff lined up and prepped for when it does show up. That plus I'm putting 50 plus hours in there, plus an hour each way driving. And every time I film a video, besides the time I set aside to actually go fishing or whatever, I have to put another 10 hours or so just to crop all of this footage together and make it make sense and somewhat appealing to watch. So if you've been wondering why I haven't been uploading, that's the reason. Back in the beginning of April, I recorded a ton of videos, took a week off, did a ton of fishing, and I just never got the time to edit them. Probably have 10 or so videos there, and at this point, it's really not worth editing and putting up. A lot of the information that I put out on my channel is relevant to the time, the season of the fishing for those specific bodies of water. So there was no crazy significant fish catches. There was plenty of fish caught. Just not worth my time at this point to try and put that out, unfortunately. But I appreciate your support. I appreciate you watching. Like I said, I don't really make any money or anything off of these videos. I do it more for memories for myself and to help anybody else out who may be in a similar situation, fishing similar bodies of water or the same bodies of water. You know, there's no secrets here, really. It's a struggle every day, every time you're out there fishing. And I'm also trying to not make repetitive content. So there's a lot of things I can record that I do on a daily basis. But I already find videos answering my questions for those, and I feel it's kind of redundant to make another video of the same exact thing. So again, I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you stick around. I'll be putting out videos as I can, and thanks for tuning in. Peace, guys.